Just a quick run through of what to do and what to expect when you get the box first. So when you plug the box in, it'll load up and you'll get the home screen. Depending on which model box you got, the home screen does vary from device to device, but the settings and the options are the same on all of them. So first thing you need to do is connect it to the internet. So you can either run a cable directly from your router into the back of the box, which is called Ethernet. If you do that, it'll just connect straight away. You don't need to do anything else. If you want to connect it wirelessly using Wi-Fi, then the first thing you do is go to Settings, and the first option you'll have is Network. When you click on Network, it'll give you a list of your Wi-Fi networks. So you choose your Wi-Fi network from the list, and it'll ask you to enter your password. So your Wi-Fi password can be found on the actual Wi-Fi router itself if you don't already know it. So in this case, I'm already connected to Wi-Fi, so we'll go back to the home screen. When you are connected to Wi-Fi, you'll see on the top left corner there's a little logo for Wi-Fi. It's like a little pizza slice shape. If you're connected using a cable, the icon is a little bit different. It's like two little computer screens. One of the best ways to make sure you have internet connection is checking the date and time at the top. So even though you might be connected to Wi-Fi, if the date and time is wrong, it means there isn't an internet connection going to the box. So if that's the case, you can contact me for further help. So next step is the apps on the box. So you'll see on the bottom, there's a list of small icons there. These ones here are just shortcuts to the most popular apps. So we'll go through a few of those there. So if you want free live TV, then there's two apps here on the home screen that will be kind of the best for that. So you've got Mobtro, which is the one there, is purple and red, shaped like a house. When we open that, you see you've got a list of filter options at the top. So you can filter by sports, news, etc. If you just click on channels, that'll bring up a list of all the major channels. It starts with the American ones, then as you go down you'll get to the UK and Ireland ones. You can see you've got RTE there. You can scroll left and right as well as up and down, and just click on whichever channel you want, and that'll load it up. So if we go back, you can also filter by sports. And there we can see starts off with the American sports channels and then goes down to the UK sports channels. So all the major channels are there. Now paid TV services are always going to be better than free ones. You get a proper TV guide, you get high definition quality, and they're more reliable in general. So you may notice with free sports channels, there's a lot of people watching them at the same time. So there is a risk that you may see freezing or buffering. So we'll come out of that app. Another one that's good for live TV is the orange and green circle there. That's called TV Tap. So that has pretty much all the same channels and works pretty much the same, just a different layout. If you want more live TV channels, you can click on My Apps, and you find a full list of apps that are on the box here. You can keep scrolling up and down. Some of the other ones that will give you free live TV would be LiveNet TV, that red one there. You'll also have Redbox TV over here in the bottom right, and Swift Streams, the green one here with the play button in the center. So they're all options for free live TV channels, and you can get channels from multiple countries. So going back to the home screen, the other type of content we have would be movies and box sets, TV shows. So all these apps, they're changing from time to time. So when you're watching this video, you may see different apps on your home screen. But movie apps are generally the same kind of layout and all of them. They all do the same thing and work the same way. It's just they come and go. So you can see the likes of the first one here is FreeFlix HQ. If we click on that, can see it's just loading up for the first time. And depending on which app you use, some will default to the movie section, some will default to the TV show section, but all of them have both movies and TV. So you can see on the top left there it says movies, and there's 3 horizontal lines on the top left corner. If we click on that, you can see we can change to TV shows, and it'll load up TV shows. So some of these apps will have ads on them from time to time. That's how they can make them free. They have to make money somehow, because it's expensive trying to keep all this stuff going. They have servers to pay for, they have bandwidth to pay for, they have their time. So instead of charging for the movies, they place ads on them. Now it is possible to get some movie apps that don't have ads on them, and we can go through that later. So to play a movie, just click on whichever one you want. You can scroll down through them and just select whichever one you want. Some will play instantly, some will bring back a list of different links from different websites, and you can just choose which one you want from the list. If a link doesn't work, just try the next one. So we'll come over to this app. Some of the other movie apps there that are popular at the moment will be TV Zion. That's one of the most recent ones and is very good. It has movies and TV shows. There's no ads on it, and when you click on a movie it just plays. There's no selecting different links. Other movie apps are Terrarium, which is here, that green kind of circle with the TV in it. That's working at the moment, but the guy that runs it has stopped supporting it, so it may not be available pretty soon. This orange one is called TTV, and that's another movie app. And we've got Megabox here, the black one. That's also movie and TV shows. There are some more on the box. If you click on My Apps, we can go in here and you can see, what else do we have? We have Movie HD, the yellow one. We have Popcorn Time. We have Showbox. So they are just some other options for movies and TV shows. They'll all do the same thing. It's all down to which layout you prefer. The reason there's so many on there is if you have an issue with one, there are plenty of backups. So remember, this content is free. If there's an issue on their side with an app, there's nothing I can do about that. You just use another movie or TV show app. There's plenty to choose from. So the other app on here is Kool-Tings Kodi. So this is kind of like its own little system. You have movies, TV shows, music, you have every type of thing. It is very important, whether you use this app or not, I would advise to keep checking in on it. There's a message scrolling along the bottom of the screen. That's me sending out those messages. So just keep an eye on that. That's where I'll update you on any new content, any updates to existing content, or any known issues. So you can see the message scrolling along the bottom of the screen there now. So you can see the last message I put up was about a new movie app called TV Zion, and it gives instructions on how it can be downloaded from my app store or using the FireDL app. So when we scroll left and right in here, you'll see the different categories. So like if we go to movies, each one of these icons down here are the equivalent to a separate movie app. So they're called add-ons. So they're like individual movie apps. If you're using one and something's not working, just go and use any of the other ones. They all do the same thing. So the same goes, you've got TV shows. There's sports section here that can have better quality sports, free sports links than the apps I showed you a minute ago. But they don't always last very long in Kodi. Kodi doesn't support ads, so there'll be no ads in here, but that's also the reason that they don't last long and things need to be updated fairly regularly. So we've got a kids section here, so you get all your Disney movies, etc. Like the layout of Kodi will change, like I'm constantly releasing new setups for it. So what content is available will always be the best of what's available at any given time, and it will change. So you can see your different options. You've got music, that'll have concerts, MP3s, everything and anything. So that's basically it for Kodi. So the only other thing there is that Logic app. That's a paid TV service. That'll be much better and more reliable than any of the free services. So I'll put up a separate video explaining how that app works. But for now, that kind of covers everything.